It's the fifth era of the vehicle Mercedes Fat Cats recognize as the core of the organization. No wait here, at that point. In spite of the fact that it looks especially like a bigger C-Class or littler S-Class, worryingly so relying upon your perspective, the most recent E-Class is an excellent innovative articulation. It's additionally greater and roomier than the past model, yet utilizes high-quality steel and aluminum in its structure to diminish weight. The enormous selling pivot of the range, the 220d, additionally gets a radical new all-compound 4-chamber diesel motor, the consequence being a vehicle that weighs 100 kilograms, not exactly the model it replaces. There's additionally a 350d, with further forms to come. Mercedes has by one way or another figured out how to make something soothingly commonplace while completely reworking the goalposts. The 220d majors on moving solace, with a supple ride and familiar body control. This isn't a vehicle you corner on its door handles, despite the fact that it doesn't need dexterity. The 4-pot diesel is somewhat vocal amid startup and at low speeds, yet stunningly quieted at motorway speeds. The 220d runs steel springs and detached damping as standard. Dynamic body control is an alternative, as is air suspension. Somewhere else on the huge choices list you'll discover Drive Pilot, which weds the vehicle's versatile journey control with dynamic directing to present the most bona fide self-driving background up until now. Merc needs to be the business chief with this self-sufficient tech, and will no uncertainty succeed. We'd state it's a work in advance. The section-level 220d manages with regular dials and a 8.4-inch focal screen. However, the enormous advance forward is the twin tablet show of posher models, which conjoins two 12.3-inch screens for a sensational scene of in-vehicle availability. The directing wheel likewise includes a couple of thumb-sized touchy cushions, a novel option in contrast to the focal revolving controller. As far as the interfaces, illustrations and in general quality, Mercedes has significantly increased present expectations with this vehicle. Simply don't run wild with the online configurator. Concerning housekeeping, space, ergonomics, ease of use, all the ordinary stuff that issues, Merc obviously gets it spot on. It's an E-Class, we'd expect nothing else, truly. The E220d expenses £35,935 in SE structure, £38,430 in AMG line spec. The 350d begins at £44,745. We incline toward the additional value of the greater engine vehicle, however run the numbers on the 220d and it presents a surprising defense for itself. Relatively few autos can top 149 miles per hour and hit 62 miles per hour in 7.3 seconds while emanating simply 102 grams/km of CO2. Mercedes claims a join normal of 72.4 miles per gallon. Rather unrealistically, we dealt with a showed 60 miles per gallon amid a sensibly enthusiastic test drive. Cake taken and eaten. You won't have to stress over dependability, security or RVs either.